everyone, Stephanie here, coffee drinker, book lover, and reviewer of many things. And today I'm doing sort of like a half year, half reading update. We are in June, which means we're 6 months into this year. That's half the year, if my math is correct. Um, and I wanted to talk about the books that I've read off the challenge and books that I've read off the challenge, um, just so you know where I stand and how I'm feeling about the reading challenge. Um, yeah, that's what I want to talk about. And I didn't forget about y'all. I've been really busy. Um, Making memories and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, which you can't tell. Uh, Making friends though. We're making friends also. Okay. So I'm gonna go and look at my story graph, my story graph app because that's going on. Okay. So on Storygraph, you can create a goal for yourself. I created the goal that I wanted to read at least 42 books this year, and so far I've read 18. So, yeah. Not all of them have been on the reading challenge, and I'm really trying to one of my problems is the books that are on the reading challenge aren't at my local library or my public library. And I have to either travel a little further and see if I can get it from that library, or I have to find it on one of the many reading apps that or library type apps that I have. Which right now I have, whoops, I have Boundless, Libby, and Hoopla. Um, and some of the books aren't on those either, so I'm gonna have to try to buy them or find them somehow for free. Um, yeah. So my challenges have been going slower than I'd like, and when I have to just physically read a book, um, I don't always have time to sit and read because if I'm gonna sit and read, I need at least to get through one chapter. That's all I'm asking. And sometimes chapters are long and I'm like, I can't I it hurts me to stop in the middle of a chapter. Anyway, so I thought I would give y'all an update on the books that I've read this year. Um the 18 books that I've read this year slash listened to, because some of these I listened to and some of them I physically read. Um can I turn this around? I can't. Okay. I should have played with this app before I did this. Okay, so the first book that I read this year was A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. It was on the preteen teen reading challenge. Yeah. And I remember I really liked that book. It was cute. And then I read the Overnight Guest, made a video on that one. The Charmed Life, made a video on that one. That was part of the kids challenge. Or yeah, no. That was part of the preteen teen challenge, and the Overnight Guest was part of my adult challenge. And then I read Cutie Pies and Deadly Lies. That was part of the adult challenge too. And then I read um Wayward Witches, The Wayward Witch and the Feeling Monster. I still need the second book. I'm still thinking about this book and I need the second book. So it is on my list of books to buy on my next Paper Pie haul that I get. That one is on the Paper Pie Kids Challenge. Where the Dark Stands Still. I wish there was a second book of this one, because I just remember how good that one was. Um, that was on the Adult Challenge. One True Loves was on the Adult Challenge. I'm still surprised that I was like, oh, this is a pretty good book, because I'm not really a romance type reader. I'm not. I want horror and thriller and mystery. But that's what these challenges are for, to get me out of my comfort zone. By Ash Oakenthorn, which was on the Preteen Teen Challenge. Yes, everyone needs to read that one. Spark of Everflame. I need the second book in this series too. It is on my list of things to buy. It's on my list, okay? I got a list of things that I need, and the second book of these, yeah. Honest June. I need that second book also. That one was on the Preteen Teen Challenge. Big Magic, Creative Living Beyond Fear. That one was pretty good. That was on the Adult Challenge. Again, something I probably wouldn't have picked up. I'm not a big self-help book person. Nothing to See Here was looking at it, I was like, I'm not gonna pick that up. I wouldn't have. But because it was on the challenge, I did pick it up and I was like, oh, okay. And I keep thinking about this book. I still need to know who the woman was talking to. Who is she telling the story to? Um who are the kids still with her? That one was on the Adult Challenge. Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I read this one for my neighborhood book club, and I'm a Riley Sager fan now. Like, I want all of the Riley Sager books and whatever other name he goes by, because I can't remember. The Kiss Quotient uh made me blush. Not a book I would have read. Definitely not. Um on the Adult Challenge. The Enchanted April was also on the Adult Challenge, and I liked that one. I've recently listened to Daughter of No Worlds. This one was recommended to me by a friend, and I can see the appeal. I'm getting into it. I'm listening to the second one right now. I don't remember what the second one's called. Hold on. Children of the Fallen Gods. Um, so yeah, not on any of my lists, but I was like, also, I have to listen to them before July 1st because they're not going to be free on Audible anymore. So I'm trying to listen to as many as the free books as I can that are on my list. Then I listened to They Wish They Were Us. This one was another book club, um, my neighborhood book club reading a book club book read. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. This book was okay. I'm not going to be doing a video on it because it's not part of one of my challenges, but I have to say that if you want something like of teens in high school who there's a murder involved, Pretty Little Liars is pretty good. I have it. Oh, you can't see it. It's like up there. No, it's not. I moved it. It's back behind. You can see it peeking out. See the yellow and the orange and the pink? It's over there. Forgot I moved them. That's better. Um, sometimes, you just a book's just not, it's a kind of angsty. And our main character is kind of whiny. And I felt like, and this might be the adult me, but um it had been 3 years since this girl died, and she'd only been friends with her for maybe 3 or 4 years before that. And I'm like, okay, you had to have been like in love with her because you're too attached. Like, move on. I felt bad for thinking that though, because I don't know how I would have acted in high school if I would have lost my friend. Everyone loved that girl. I don't understand. And then I just finished Once Upon a Broken Heart. A video for that is coming. It did take me a long time to read, but it's because I've physically read it and I haven't really sat down to read. So I finally finished it and a video's coming on that. Um I am reading um Little Lightning Girl. We're almost done with that. Still, I know. Like I said, things have been crazy. We haven't really been reading. I haven't been reading the chapter book to my kiddo at night. We've been going to bed late. That's it. That's my only reasoning. Um, I have some other books that are in the works of being read. Nightmares. Um, what is it? It's on the Nightmares is. I have it. I still haven't opened it. Uh, No, I think I did. I think I read the first chapter and I was like, "Wait, wait. I need to focus on one book at a time for a second because I'm letting too much time lapse in between my physical reads." So here's what I'm working with right now. If you go to the adult challenge, I can only get Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham in physical copy from the library that's a little bit further from me. Um, like I'd have to put a hold on it and then make sure that I got it because apparently it's popular. Um, Magic Movies and Murder by Emily Fluke. Uh, I'm only gonna be able to listen to this one on Audible. I have even like unless I can find it on Thrifty Books or maybe Amazon, I'm not sure yet. I can't find this book anywhere. I've looked on all three of my apps and at both libraries, and I'm like, where? What? Is this book not good? Um, so I'm probably gonna be trying to listen to that one. Same for The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. Bannon? Can't find that anywhere. I have The House on Hound Hill. It's over here. So that'll probably be my next physical read on the adult challenge. Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. I want to put an R in there for Gilmore, but it's not Gilmore. Um, this one I can find at my library, but I kind of want to read that closer to Halloween because Pumpkin Spice Cafe kind of, pumpkin spice. You know, um, The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. This one is not at my local public library, but it's at the one further away. So I have to decide if I want to read it in physical form or if I want to listen to it. I think all the books for my book club for my neighborhood, I might just get those ones on Audible and listen to them. Um, that way, I need to make sure I for sure read those books so that I can talk about them in book club. Um, you know, but so that one is at the library further away. I haven't checked. Well, I walked through my local library, but I haven't found it there, and I haven't looked for it on Hoopla yet. Is it Hoopla? Two O's. Hoop. Yeah. Okay. Because I just got Hoopla. 7 Days in June by Tina Wells. I'm gonna have to go further away to find it or get it on Audible. Uh, it's just it's gonna be a recurring theme, I think. Women Who Run with Wolves. I haven't checked this library closer to us, but I know the one further away has it. Ready or Not, I don't know where I can find that one right now, other than Audible. The Marvelous Light by Freya Marsky. Again, I haven't checked this library, but the one further away has it, so, but it looks like it's a long book, so I might just listen to that one. We'll see what happens. Intensity by Dean Koontz. I think I saw that one at my local library, so I might be able to snag it there. Yay! The Near Witch. I know that the ebook is on Libby, and the library that's further away has it. I haven't checked this library that's closer. A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabos. I know that Libby has it as an ebook, and the library further away has it. I don't know if this library closer to me has it. Someone told me to check the young adult section. Um, I don't know anything about this book, so okay. And Bird Cottage by Eva Maher. I'm gonna have to buy it because nowhere has it. And that is what I'm working with for my 2025 adult reading challenge. So will I finish it? I really hope I do. I really hope that I do, but I'm at this point I'm not hopeful. I would have to read a lot of books a month or listen to a lot of books. Okay, so the preteen teen reading challenge, I'm having trouble finding most of these books. When I made this, I feel like I could find them. That's why I put them on here. But now, Pat of Silverbush by L.M. Montgomery. I don't know where, other than Half Price Books has it, and Thrift Books has it. That's what I wrote. The Haunting of Eveline Jones, Eveline Jones by Phil Hicks. Uh, I have only been able to find that in Spanish, and now I'm second guessing if this was even an English book when I put it on here. Um, so, but it looked so interesting. It sounded interesting. I remember reading the back of, like, the synopsis or the summary of the book in English. I wasn't good enough at Spanish back then. I probably could read a book in Spanish now. Um, The Girl in White by Lindsay Curry. The library further away has it. I haven't checked this library yet. Nightmares I Have, so I'll be reading that one. Uh, Baker's Magic by Diane Thaler? 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 Half Price Bookstore or Thrift Books. The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. I know, I already have this one on Audible, so I know I'll at least get to listen to it, but I really wanted to, get it in book form because I wanted to look at the pictures. Because I know there's pictures in it, and I was like, "Oh, it'd be so cool to read near Halloween." The Secret Garden by Lois Gladys Leppard. It's it nowhere. I know that it was on Amazon, and whenever I went to look to get it, it was not available anymore. Why? Um, the uh, Little Witch Hazel, A Year in the Forest by Phoebe Wall, Half Price Book, or Thrift Books. I have not seen it anywhere else. Um, which is sad because it looks like a really cute book. And The Lightning Thief by Rick. Oh, I looked at his name now. I can't say the last name. Not even gonna try. I know I can get it as an ebook or an audiobook on Libby. I know the library that's further away has it. I know the library closer to me has like the rest of the series, but I didn't see the first book or the third book. But they have other books by him, so I'm assuming that they were just checked out. Um, so we'll hope. We can hope. We can hope. On to my Paper Pie children's book one. I'm reading Lightning Girl now. I am missing books. I have still not found books that I know. I have pictures that I was reading them like 2-3 years ago, and they're gone. Um, I feel like we've gotten all the books out of the garage, but I cannot. They're not just Paper Pie books that are missing. I'm missing my oh my gosh, what's it called? Immortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. I had 5 of those. Now I only have the Magnus Bane book and one of the books from the second year. No, I have the prequel books, and then I have one book from the sequel books. So I'm like, where are these books? Because what else am I missing? I haven't gone through everything yet. Okay, anyway, The Race to the End of the World, I know that I had. Right now, it's not on Paper Pie. I don't know if it's coming back or not, and it makes me kind of sad. The Book of Secrets, my niece has right now, and I'm looking forward to getting that back from her so I can read it. Escape from Wolfhaven Castle. I've read that one before too. I know that I have this book, but it's not here. Not in any of these books. I've searched. And how am I missing 1 or 2 boxes of books? Like Vlad the World's Worst Vampire. I've got that one. It's right here. I plan on reading that one closer to Halloween. I need to get it's on there on I have on my Paper Pie. I have them in the cart already. Just have to click to buy them. Cherry Pie Princess. I need The Armored Gore-Tusk, which I think I've read that one before, but it wasn't mine. I think I had borrowed it. The Raspberry Mix-Up. I need. I read The Wayward Witch. The Midnight Unicorn I need. Right now you can only get it in the library book, and the other three books that are in the series are paperback, and I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can get. I want them to match. Tom and Tallulah and the Witch's Feast. I need to get that one. I have the Spooky House. And that's what's going on right now. I just need to find books. I know that I will be listening to the rest of the series my friend recommended. So by the time the end of June happens, I should have read or I should have listened to The Children of the Fallen Gods and Mother of Death and Dawn. They're pretty good books. There's a young woman who was sold into slavery as a child, and when she was little, like she was too young to do what they wanted her to do in the beginning. And so she was just a child, and they she had earned some money, and she was like, I would like to buy my freedom. And the guy who owned her was like, you, that's not enough, because she was, she didn't know. And he was like, okay, if you can come up with this much money, I'll let you go. And she does. She comes up with that much money when she's like 21, 20, something like that. And she goes to him and she's like, I did it. And he calls her some names of people who sleep around. And he's like, you're worthless, you're trash. And he beats her. And she knew she had some powers because she could make butterflies, and that's how she earned some of her coins. And she's like, oh god, he's gonna kill me. And so she turns around and she's like, look at me. If you're gonna take my life, you're gonna look me in the eye and do it. And her powers get overwhelmed and he doesn't survive. And she escapes, and a nice guard helps, and she thinks she's in the clear once she gets to this place of a guy who stopped by frequently and talked to her. And I'm in the second book now, and he's one of those guys that you want to punch in the face. He had power and money. He could have gotten her out when she was a kid. Okay. It made me so angry. I was like, and she finds love, and she learns how to do more powerful things and fight, and now she is a weapon, and it's really good. I don't know where this is gonna go, but it's pretty good. Obviously I'm also gonna be reading the book of the month, or for the book club, as life goes on, and I'm excited to see what books that brings up. Yeah. So I don't know what else to talk about. I've been working in my garden. I've been playing with my kid in the splash pad. Like literally, I jumped in the splash pad with her and hurt my knee a little bit because the ground is hard. It's a lot hard. I got some tomatoes growing. I'm so excited. I got 2 green little balls and some yellow flowers on there. So more will be coming. My strawberries, I had to cut them back because they got too much water. And so I just cut all the stuff that was dying off and it's growing again. But it's raining. Been raining today. Sad. Sad days when it rains. No, the rain is okay. It's just if there's too much rain. Um, been making my own bread. Oh, so good. I think I let it rise too long last time. I was trying to make French bread and the long skinny bread and it overflowed the pan. Just use yeast. I don't use sourdough. Thinking of playing a new game. Um, Probably the Shattered Medallion. I don't think I've played that one on here. Not sure what I'm doing there. And I'm thinking about next year's reading challenge is just gonna be half of the books, not half of the books, but you know how I picked like 24 books for the adult challenge. I think I'm gonna pull them from my bookshelf, half of them. That goes for the preteen teen challenge also. I think I'm gonna half of my challenge next year is gonna be books that I actually have, and then books the other half is gonna be off of my TBR wheel picker thing. Um I don't know what else to talk about. And this video is about 30 minutes long. If you have any book recommendations for preteen and teen, put those in the uh, comment section because I'll add them to my TBR wheel picker and they will one of them might be picked for next year's challenge. If you have any other free library type apps, let me know in the comment section for that too because I have Boundless, Libby, and Hoopla, and sometimes the books aren't on there. So any suggestion is welcome. Let's see if I can find some of these books and read them or listen to them. And yeah, my next book video is going to be about Once Upon a Broken Heart. And yeah, I'm gonna finish my cup of coffee and go check on my kiddo because she closed the door to the room a few minutes ago, and now I'm a little bit suspicious. Yeah. Um, See you on my next video. Bye!